Welcome to Hidden Valley Park.
Hello, everyone. Welcome out to Hidden Valley Baseball Park, or Hidden Valley Park. I think that's what it is. Jim Moran Field here in Blue Springs, Missouri, for today's 2024 AAA Missouri American Legion Baseball State Tournament Day 2. We've got Jackson Tribe, post 158, facing off against Oak Grove, post 379 in today's ball game. Blues coming on the field. I think we got this the first elimination game, so one of these teams got to win or else they go home. So it's going to be a dandy. We've got the lineups coming up here shortly, but first and foremost, as the coaches come out for ground rules, we've got some information here. Ben Dombach will be going for Jackson on the mound, facing off against Logan Hernandez. I think we got a pretty good pitching matchup for you here today. Ben Dombach, 31 innings pitched. He's got 52 Ks on the season, leads the team in that category, a 3.16 ERA. We'll get some more information from Logan Hernandez, but we watched Logan last season in the state tournament, pitched a whale of a ball game. And we're going to get some numbers for you here. I got to switch over. There it is. To the Oak Grove side. Oh, I'll get those for you because I know I got where I got to go to get them. And I don't have them right here in front of my face. So, but we will get that to you. We had a chance, as we've been doing, to catch up with the head coaches before the game. Talk a little bit about, first game, here you go, elimination, what are we looking at? So we had a chance to talk with Mark Lewis, head coach of Jackson. So, Drew, why don't you go ahead and roll that? Okay, guys, head coach, Jackson Tribe, 158, Mark Lewis. Mark, ups and downs yesterday, back today. What do you got to do to get back into that winner's bracket?
The biggest thing is forget yesterday. Whether win or lose doesn't really matter. What you bring today is all that matters. So just kind of focus on that. Come out and get a good start. You always want a good start, and then keep the energy like we talked about and finish. I liked what we did yesterday early, and we just weren't able to capitalize. So today, get some runs early would be big.
It's funny. I was talking with Garrison over there. He frustrated at the plate a little bit. Missed some pitches he thought he was going to be able to drive. What do you talk to your guys about that yesterday? It was just when you're missing just like that, it can be frustrating. How do you let that go? What's the mentality?
Well, that's the big thing. Like we talked about, win or lose, you got to move on. As baseball players, you have to learn that, and as you play the season, you have tough losses, and then you've got to learn to come back from, and then you have big wins where, you scored 20 runs, but those runs don't come with you the next game. So just the even kill of it, and good hitters, and like Garrison and some of the guys over there, they're wanting to go, because they wanted, they realized that they had opportunities yesterday and didn't come through, and that bothers them. So as long as it doesn't go too far with that and turn into a problem, but you want that out of your hitters.
Absolutely.
Move on.
Absolutely. Your pitcher today?
Ben Dombach. Ben.
So your shortstop, Ben Dombach, played well yesterday. What do you expect to see from your hurler?
Well, Ben I'd like to see him go deep into the game. That's key for him. Really is throwing strikes early, not getting himself into long counts, and that's predominantly when he's able to go after hitters and stay aggressive and stay in the game, we have a better chance. If he, if you get long counts and high pitch count, and then he gets him out, then that's the problem for him. So I'd say attacking the strike zone is a big thing for him today.
Very good. Head coach Mark Lewis. Mark, always a pleasure, my friend.
You bet.
Thanks to Coach Lewis for taking the time. We talked about Logan Hernandez on the mound. Logan's been there stalwart for a 51 2/3 innings pitched. 14. He started 12 games. His ERA probably is a little higher than you'd like, but the kid just pitches well. He's got a 4.065 ERA. His whip's a 1.3, and a 274 batting average against. So we've seen this young man pitch. He pitches very well, pitches to contact, put the ball in play, and see what happens. So, like I said, I think we got a good pitching matchup here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we got a chance to talk with Coach Wilkinson about these things. So let's roll that one, Drew. All right, folks, day 2 out here at the Hidden Valley Sports Complex. Jim Moran Field, right? Jim's running around here somewhere. State championships. We've got our opener here. Oak Grove taking on Jackson. Coach, ups and downs yesterday. Today, new day. What are you talking to your kids about?
Today, backs against the wall.
Moran.
We know where we're at. You know, we saw Ellsbury yesterday. Solid team as you're going to find. You got to come out and play a perfect game. We know where we're at. We're going to bring our team out today and see how it goes.
There you go. That's all you can do, right?
That's all you
Who
can
you got
do.
on the mound today, sir?
Logan Hernandez.
I enjoyed watching. We saw Logan last year at the state championships pitch brilliantly. Got a lot of confidence in that young man, don't you?
That kid in the last 2 years has really put it together. He's one of our top guys, and he's going to go out and put on a good performance today.
Yeah, he's 7-2 on the season. Had a very good year. Talk to us about your offense. I mean, at the top there, what are you looking to see from that bottom half of your lineup?
You know, our philosophy, that 2-strike approach, 3rd strike's team ball, put it in play, put the ball in play, and let's just see what happens. My top of the lineup, I think we'll come out today and hit the ball well, and we'll just keep moving guys, just move them around.
There you go. Head coach Chad Wilkinson, Oak Grove Post 379. Thank you always for your time, sir.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
As they finish the lineups out here, getting ready towards the sportsmanship code and the national anthem, I just want to, give a little extra look here at the pitchers in this duel. We talked a little bit. The one thing we're going to look at here with Ben Dombach, he does give up some walks. He's walked 24 on the season, whereas Hernandez has only walked 14. Hernandez has 43 strikeouts, so both of them have a high strikeout rate. But Dombach walks a few more, and maybe Hernandez gives up a few more hits. But and I think that's where it is. Who's going to break through offensively in this game? At the top of the lineup here for this Oak Grove team, what we see, Sheldon Dean, Nick Reeves, Jordan Hall, those guys are really good at the top of that order. It'll be interesting to see how well Oak Grove can get the bottom of their lineup to contribute. They did in the first game. Not so much in the second game. They just ran into that Ellsbury juggernaut. And for Jackson, it's a similar thing. At the top of that order, Nenninger, Brown, those guys, Gabler, those guys get it done. It'll be that the tail of this one, who's going to produce at the bottom of the lineup for these two teams. And, what pitcher for each squad can control the bottom of that lineup, keep those guys off base, and keep that production down. So, because I think at the top, both these teams are going to produce. So here we go with the sportsmanship code and the national anthem. So we'll step aside as we finish this up.
Baseball code of sportsmanship. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask all of you to please rise as we honor America and those who are serving her by the playing of our national anthem.
It was my fault.
I am Ben Schwegler, United States Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal Technician, here to welcome you to the Missouri American Legion Baseball AAA State Championships, presented to you by the U.S. Navy.
It's still 12 seconds. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to do our starting lineup for Jackson, post 158, leading off. Number 3, Caleb Nenninger. In the 2-hole, number 11, Blake Gabler. In the 3-hole, number 2, Garrison Brown. In the 4-hole, number 7, Lance Wilson. In the 5-hole, number 5, Owen Terry. In the 6-hole, number 10, Corby Angret. In the 7-hole, number 14, Jake Sparks. In the 8-hole, number 22, Barrett Wheeler. In the 9-hole, number 15, Braden Holman. And defensively for the Oak Grove post 379 squad, behind the plate, the youngster, Ford Greaves. At first base, we have Aiden Squires. At second base, we have Nick Reeves. Jordan Hall at shortstop, and at third base, Sheldon Dean. And from left to right in left field, Eli Wilkinson. At center, Caden Gann. And in right field, Caden Kinzel. So there's our starting lineups here, offensively and defensively, for this top of the first inning. And we got the throwdown, and we're ready to roll.
Leading off for place 158, number 3, Caleb Nenninger.
Gotta love it when you got the flow working on the mound. Elimination game number 1 here today for the state tournament. Somebody's going to go home sad. We got a foul ball into the net, strike 1. Nenninger was our player of the game yesterday. This young man at the top of the order was 4 for 5. And he had reached on an error, so he was on base all 5 times. He's down 0-2, but we saw him go full count, I think 3 out of the 5 at bats. Told us in the interview yesterday that, that 3-2 count really, or that 0-2 count doesn't really bother him. He just battles. Oh, I love that. Oh, nice play there by Dean. Come up with it, throw over. Out number 1.
Now coming to the plate, number 11, Blake Gabler.
Blake Gabler now at the plate, 1 out. Strike 1. So key for Hernandez, as Coach Wilkins said, with getting ahead. Of course, that's just true as a pitcher. Getting ahead makes everything much easier. If you're throwing 0-2 to a guy, his batting average is like 100. That's science. Oh, mercy. Swing and a miss. 2 quick outs for Hernandez.
Now coming to the plate,
Garrison Brown to the plate now.
Garrison Brown.
Ball 1 to Brown. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Coming out to the ballpark, make sure you bring your suntan lotion. Not suntan lotion, but your sunscreen. That's foul back out of play. 1 and 2. You bring the Hawaiian Tropic, you could be in trouble. It's the setting for London broil. It's going to be a warm one today, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Brown. Deepest count so far here for Hernandez. Popped up. Shallow left field. Hall back. Tough catch. Makes it out number 3. A 1-2-3 here for Logan Hernandez. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Score Jackson 0. Oak Grove coming up. All right, folks, here we go. Lineup for Oak Grove, post 379, leading off the shortstop, number 7, Jordan Hall. In the 2-hole, number 9, Nick Reeves. In the 3-hole, number 11, Sheldon Dean. In the 4, number 4, Caden Kenzel. In the 5-hole, number 10, Aiden Squires. In the 6-hole, number 25, Eli Wilkinson. In the 7-hole, number 2, Caden Gann. And in the 8-hole, number 10, Ford Greaves. And in the 9-hole, the pitcher, number 34, Logan Hernandez. Defensively, it shapes up like this for the Tribe. Behind the plate, Barrett Wheeler will be the battery mate of the pitcher today, Ben Dombach. At first base, Corby Ingrid. Second base will be Lance Wilson. At shortstop, Jake Sparks. At third base, we got a change. That's right. It's Owen Terry. Owen Terry. A little change before that. Sorry, I didn't change that on my card. There we go. In left to right in the outfield, Blake Gabler in left, Garrison Brown in center, and Caleb Nenninger in right field. So Hernandez started off strong. Let's see what Dombach has. It was interesting when, talking about this young man, Coach Lewis said at the beginning of the season, though, he was just a pitcher only. So this kid is a pitcher, and he was a PO, but he's worked himself into the lineup as their starting everyday shortstop. So he's been playing very good baseball here for Jackson. So this young man's a good athlete. You can tell if you're playing shortstop, it's usually one of the better athletes on the field. It's just such a tough position to play. Ground ball right to Jake Sparks, up with it. The throw over. Not in time. Jordan Hall hustling. Sparks got to come get that ball. This grass is slowing the baseball down, folks.
Number 9, Nick Reeves.
So an infield single for Hall. Nick Reeves now at the plate. So back-to-back singles to open this game for Oak Grove. Brings up the dangerous Sheldon Dean. Curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Dean. Wheeler couldn't hold on to it. Fouled off here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heavy dose of off speed here to Dean. See if he does come back with a fastball. He does. Up in the zone. And he chased. That's one thing Dean will do. He will chase. So a big out for Dombach.
Now coming to bat, number 4, Caden Kinsel.
So Kinsel in this spot here behind Dean. He's got 2 on, 1 out. Kinsel hitting .292 on the season. Showed bunt to begin with. 2-0 now. Coach Wilkinson at third. Looking over. So on the check swing, he did go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or, excuse me, 2 balls, 1 strike. My fault. And that ball's up. So 3-1 now to Kinsel. So Kinsel draws the walk. He had 25 on the season here. To load the bases after Dean strikes out.
Aiden Squires.
Aiden Squires had a good day yesterday. This young man only hitting .250 on the season. He's got 3 doubles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. A lot of traffic on the bases. They're loaded. And that misses low. 3 balls and a strike now to Squires. When we talked to Coach Lewis in the pregame show, he talked about this and Dombach needing to be efficient in the zone, and so far he has not been efficient in the zone. He is struggling to throw strikes.
Coming to bat, number 25, Eli Wilkinson.
So activity already headed for the bullpen there for Jackson. Dombach, bases loaded, 1 out. Wilkinson at the plate. Wilkinson hitting .368 on the season. Slugging .400. He's got a little pop in the bat. Big spot here. There's already 1 run in. Curveball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Two and one. Two and two. Inside corner. Got the fastball. Dombach needs to find more consistency in that fastball right there. And the curveball, he has just not been able to get it and locate it. It's been up and out for the last 4 or 5 times. So his command is just kind of not there just yet, trying to find it. And the ball gets away from Wheeler. It's ball 4. It's ball 4.
Now batting number 2, Caden Gann.
So 2-0. Mark Lewis comes out. Coach Mark Lewis comes out to the mound, chat with Dombach. We'll step aside just one moment. All right, here we go. Base is still loaded, 1 out. Ball 1 to Caden Gann, center fielder. Caden made some great catches yesterday, and that's a foul ball off his big toe. He got plunked in the calf yesterday, so he's probably got a pretty good bruise there. And then he fouls one off. Hope it didn't hit him in the same spot. I mean, he got hit by a pretty good fastball. I think it was Gavin Woodson's fastball. That one hurt. And that's lined into the gap and deep and down. Cut off by Brown. And everybody moves up 1, station to station. 1 out RBI single for Caden Gann. And that's going to do it for Dombach, who doesn't get out of the first. So we've got a pitching change. We'll step aside here just one moment, and we'll be right back.
Now coming into pitch for post 158, number 16, Cole Cable.
So Coach Lewis goes to the lefty, Carl Cable, who comes in. He's having thrown 1 inning this season so far. Faced 6 batters, 18 pitches, 1 hit, 1 run in that, 2 Ks. So he's got...
You keeping the DH? Okay.
He's keeping his DH. I love that. Communication. There you go. And so here we go. We'll see what the lefty can do here. And here's the youngster. It's going to be a sophomore, Ford Greaves. I like this young man. He's got talent. You can see it in his bat. You can see it in his arm. Does a great job behind the plate and at third base. So it's already 3-0 Oak Grove. Bases are still loaded with just 1 out and strike 1. That's down in the zone, and the runner's coming. Wheeler to it. And Squires in to score on the wild pitch. So 4-0 now. Runners move up 90 feet. First base open. 4-0 Oak Grove. Two balls, 1 strike. Three one. The Jackson pitchers are struggling with command in the strike zone, and that's ball 4. So Greaves takes the walk.
Coming to the plate, number 34, Logan Hernandez.
Hernandez with a chance to help himself out. Add to this lead. Is 3 hits so far for Oak Grove. The first 2 reached with singles, and then it's been walk, a single, and another walk. So 4 walks and 3 hits. Sheldon Dean, the only one with the out on the strikeout. And that's 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and 2 now to Hernandez. That misses low. It's full. Bases loaded. 1 out. Depending on what happens here, I mean, you're looking for a ground ball. Otherwise, we're back to the top of the order. A little ground ball, check swing, foul. And Hernandez just enough to stay alive. And a little bloop single that's going to drop in right center field. Everybody moves up 90 feet. RBI single for the pitcher, Logan Hernandez.
Now coming to the plate, number 7, Jordan Hall.
So Hernandez helping him out. Wilkinson comes in to score, and we're back to the top of the order here as they have batted around here in the first. It is 5-0 Oak Grove, and you're back to the dangerous part of this lineup with Jordan Hall, Nick Reeves, and Sheldon Dean. And that's outside, ball 1. So the beat goes on here for the Tribe pitchers. Not finding the strike zone. Nice job by Wheeler stopping that ball. 2-0. Hall singled his first time at bat, scored the first run of the game. A little dribbler to the plate. So the force out at home, 2 outs.
Number 9, Nick Reeves.
Hall jammed and just dribbled that back. Nice job by Cable to get I'm going to make sure I'm pronouncing his name correctly. It's Koeberl, so I know we're not pronouncing that correctly. We're going to have to find out. Can we check what's the pitcher's name? Can we check the stat guy over there?
Sir, pitcher's name? Last name, sir.
It is Cable.
How does it pronounce it?
The R must be silent.
R is silent. It took me years to figure it out.
Cable 1-1 to Nick Reeves, and it misses low. Two balls and a strike. Two and two. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Good hustle. That misses down. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 2 outs. Still bases loaded. Nick Reeves. Everybody going, and that is ball 4. Greaves comes in to score. It's 6-0 Oak Grove.
Now batting number 11, Sheldon Dean.
All these guys getting these walks with the bases loaded, that counts as an RBI. Yes, it does. So padding the stats a bit. You know, you take it. Take that RBI. There you go. Might as well. And that's outside. Dean yesterday in the early game when they were down hit one halfway up the wall over there, about 375. So we'll see what he does here. It's a 1-1 count. Two balls, one strike. Missed a little low. (3-1) to Dean. Can't imagine what's going through Coach Lewis's mind right now. You know, you bring in a game plan, you hope for the best, and then you kind of see this happen in the first inning. It's tough because you really want, you know, what can you do to help your kids? And that is ball 4. So a quick visit. Hernandez scores. Hall's at third. Reeves at second. Dean at first base. Wheeler talking to his pitcher. It's 7-0 right now.
Now batting number 4, Caden Kinzel.
Here we go. Caden Kinzel is the 13th batter in this first inning. He walked and scored. Fouled back out of play. It's 0-2. Heck, at this point, you know, somebody's got to say, just throw it down the middle. Let's see what happens, because all the other stuff hasn't been working. And he goes. Falls away from Wheeler. And the air on the throw. And here comes Reeves around to score. So 2 more runs score on the strikeout, but the throwing error, the first baseman can't pick it. So the K and the throwing error.
Now batting number 10, Aiden Squires.
Now first and third, 9 runs here in the first inning. This is the 14th batter to come to the plate for Oak Grove. Strike 1. 0-2 to Squires.
Come on now, here we go.
It's quiet in the ballpark right now, folks. Fouled out of play. Squires a little late on that fastball.
Please return all foul balls to the field of play. Thank you.
No balls, 2 strikes. And that ball's in the dirt. Dean. Ten nothing now on the wild pitch. It's ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Squires.
Go, Cole, come and get him.
3-2.
Cole, right here. There we go.
And so the strikeout of Squires. And we go to the top of the second. 10-0, Oak Grove.
After 1 inning of play, post 379-10, Jackson 0.
America's Navy is the most highly skilled, technologically advanced military force in the world. The breadth and depth of opportunities available in today's Navy stretch from the depths of the sea to the heights of the stars. To learn more, visit www.navy.com.
Logan Hernandez out here for the top of the second inning. This will be this to me is an intriguing part of this. You know, it's a long inning. He sat, come out, he went 1, 2, 3. Will he come out and command the strike zone as he did in the first inning and get himself back in this groove and get a 1, 2, 3 and get his squad back in the dugout? I think that's one of the more difficult things to do after a big one. Hold your concentration, hold that focus, and make sure that you come back out after a big inning like that, where you scored 10 runs and you only, as 4 hits. That the execution by the Tribe pitching staff is tough. Too many walks, free bases are a recipe for disaster in baseball.
Now batting number 7, Lance Wilson.
Lance Wilson at the plate now. First pitch, ball 1. We will see Owen Terry and Corby Ingrid after the leadoff here. Wilson 2-0. Two balls and a strike. lifted into center field deep. Gann retreating, can't make the catch. Didn't quite get the read on that. That ball was hammered.
Now batting number 5, Owen Terry.
And once Gann took a step in, he was done. So Wilson on with a stand-up double to lead off the inning. Brings up Owen Terry. And that's what I remarked. You kind of see he got behind in the count. 2-1 fastball over the middle of the plate, and Lance Wilson destroyed it. Gets ahead here, 0-1. Maybe that woke Hernandez up. He kind of come out and go, wait a minute, I got to get back to pitching here. 1-1. Sometimes that'll maybe jolt you back into focus there. One ball, 2 strikes to Terry. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that ball is lifted. Foul ball. Wow. Not quite sure what the right fielder was doing. He didn't even try to make a play on that. I know Oak Grove scored 10 runs, and it's early, but man, I'm not quite sure what that was about. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Terry goes down.
Now coming to bat, number 10, Corby Ebert.
Corby Ingrid now. Strike 1. Popped up. Gave it a look, but it's into the netting. Ingert. One ball, 2 strikes to Ingert. Curveball misses out. 2-2. It's 1 out, a runner at second. The leadoff double. Terry is struck out looking. Ingert, the first baseman, lines one sharply into left field. Wilson's going to get held up, and the ball's away from the shortstop. And so two hits in this inning, first and third with just 1 out.
Now batting number 14, Jake Starks.
Jake Sparks now, the shortstop. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Came back inside and up, and it was good job, Blue. Oh and 2, 1 out. Misses out, 2 and 2 now. One up the middle, steps on second, over. Nice turn by Jordan Hall. The double play erases the runner. Jackson Strands won. We're going to the top of the third inning. Score 10-0, Oak Grove.
Whether you are seeking a career that requires physical strength or cerebral skills, or both, life in the Navy provides a transformation experience filled with adventure, teamwork, camaraderie, inclusion, and support. To learn more, visit www.navy.com.
Jordan Hall turns the 6 unassisted, 3 double play to end the inning. We're in the bottom of the second inning. I said top of third, my fault. Eli Wilkinson will lead off this.
Number 25, Eli Wilkinson.
Wow, that is just breathtaking. It's loud. And it sounds like, the Charlie Brown at the beginning when the PA announcer, I gotta let Jim know, it sounds like the Peanuts teacher, womp, 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 right? It's a little overwhelming. Eli Wilkinson goes to bunt. Nice job by Wheeler. Popped out there, got that play. That was a heck of a nice play by the catcher, Wheeler.
Now batting number 2, Caden Gann.
So Caden Gann now at the plate. Something broke. Uh-oh. Losing parts. It's not good, especially in the helmet. Whoa. I almost knocked over the umbrella.
Don't take down the whole set.
Can't take down the umbrellas. We need the umbrellas today. Covering up the equipment a little better. We went and got some umbrellas for the equipment. The sun's a little toasty. out here. Ball 1 to Caden Gann. He singled in his first at bat in the first inning. Two and 0. Three and 0. So another walk brings up Ford Greaves.
Ford Greaves.
Just means I should have brought him if he padded. You can see Gann still kind of limping. He fouled that one off his leg. I think he's still limping from that shot yesterday and the foul off that same leg today. Rough gig, man. It's outside. 2-0. Lined into left field. Gann moves up. Greaves with a one-out single. This young man just keeps hitting.
Logan Hernandez.
First and third, one out. Hernandez now the pitcher coming up. Cable is up 0-2. Throws that one in dirt. 1-2 now. Hernandez is opposite number here. Pitcher. Trying to get on base for the second time. He's singled. Has an RBI and a run scored. He's only given up 2 hits on the mound. And that's a strike at the knees.
Batting number 7, Jordan Hall.
Well, yesterday we had no courtesies. Today we got courtesy. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We'll have to check with Jim. Yeah, we'll have to check with Jim. What happened there? What was the, and I don't mind that, especially in these days. It's pretty hot. And that ball is lined foul, out of play. Jordan Hall leading off. Because it's a hot day. Your catcher, especially your catcher, get him into the dugout. It's cool. It's a good, I understand professional baseball. It's what it is. College baseball. It's what it is. But 1 ball, 1 strike to Hall. His third at bat. Singled, scored. Fielder's choice, scored. Ground ball to the second baseman, Wilson. Flips to the shortstop. Sparks for out number 3. So Oak Grove strands a pair. We're going to the top of the third inning. Score 10-0, Oak Grove.
I didn't whisper it.
Folks, thanks for tuning in here today for Youth Baseball Midwest presentation of American Legion Baseball. How do you keep youth sports in perspective? And that's one of the questions we've talked about for quite a while, keeping the value of life lessons within context of sports. Many of these young athletes, a lot of these kids that are playing here today are going to come back into our communities that they grew up in, play, coach, do all those types of things. So I think it's important that we remember the values, especially when we're out here. Here's one of these times. You got a 10-0 deficit here. What do you see from these young men in this dugout from the tribe? And that's what here we do. We strive for to talk about and to present here with Youth Baseball Midwest. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. Ball 1 to the leadoff Wheeler. Hit the dinger next to it. Doesn't get you a home run, but get you some notifications for our podcasts that we do on a weekly basis. Ball's lifted into shallow left field. Hall back, makes the catch. Out number 1. We got some other great stuff that we do through the winter that we're going to be bringing you. So we hope you take a moment to subscribe. I hope you enjoy what we do here. We appreciate it. We enjoy bringing it to you. Youth Baseball Midwest. Check us out at youthbaseballmidwest.com. Swing and a miss by Holman. Braden Holman pitched yesterday for this Jackson team. Quickly 0-2. So Logan, after the shorter stint, comes back throwing strikes, getting ahead as he did in that first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If he's ahead in the count, this young man's hard to barrel up. Curveball, spikes it. 2-2. Two outs. Caleb Nenninger, the leadoff for Jackson. Lines one into left field. One hop in front of Wilkinson. Plays it in front of him. And a 2-out single for Nenninger. I love his approach. That was a great approach. Ball sitting on the outer half. He just let it get deep and shot it into left field. Great piece of hitting there. This wasp over here is really making me nervous.
Well, don't anger it.
I'm not trying to anger it. I just want him to go away. It's ball one now to Blake Gabler. Got distracted. Don't want to get stung over here. Not good. Lifted to left field. Wilkinson back a few steps, drifting, and makes the catch. So a 2-out single, stranded. We're going to the bottom of the third inning, score 10-0 Oak Grove. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. If you like what we're doing, follow us on our social media. You can follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at YBM_cast, that's C-A-S-T, on Instagram and Facebook at Youth Baseball Midwest. Pretty simple stuff there. We update all kinds of information. We do our shorts. Put those out from our podcasts and different highlights and all kinds of opportunities. Follow us on our social media. We appreciate you being here and watching the game today, presented by the U.S. Navy. AAA Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championship Tournament. It is a mouthful. And that's ball one to Nick Reeves. Mouthful. Grounded foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reeves. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lined into left field. Late jump. And we've got a leadoff single here for Nick Reeves. Mark Lewis coming out and going to make another change. going to get a new catcher. Yes. Yeah. Looks like, I'll tell you what. Wheeler back there has already caught a full game. Yeah, so while we make the change, Homan's going to first base. Engert is coming in to pitch. And looks like Wheeler is going to take a seat. I don't know if he'll stay in the game or not. But let's see what happens here. See what all the changes end up being made here. We'll step aside here. We'll get all this figured up for you here. And we'll be right back.
What do you got, Blue? I got 19 for 22 in the 8 spot.
Okay.
And I got number 15, the DH is coming in to play first base.
Got it.
All right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, folks, here we go. Corby Ingrid comes to the mound, and behind the plate comes Nathan Ingvelson. Holman goes to first base and stays as the DH, and Wheeler, who, like I said, I think he caught a full game. I don't blame Coach for getting him out of there. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sheldon Dean. So, one ball, 2 strikes. Reeves at first, nobody out. Nice block by Ingvelson. Man, I'm going to be, that's a tough one. Yeah. Can we call him Nate? There you go. His name's Nathan, so maybe call him Nate. Curveball hammered into the gap and to the fence. Reeves on his way home. Dean trucking in, going to be a stand-up triple. 11-0. So the RBI triple by Dean extends the lead. Line drive. And Dean tags and is coming home and is going to score. So the line drive, sac fly for Caden Kinzel. Scores Dean from third. It's 12-0 Oak Grove. So Engert throws a strike to Squires. Quickly 0-2 to Squires. Foul back into the net.
The new pitcher for post 158 is number 10, Corby Engert.
Swing and a miss. Ingvelson up. Nice play. Out number 2. Eli Wilkinson to the plate. Little soft liner right to Wilson for out number 3. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Score 12-0. Oak Grove.
Conquering the world's ocean has been a defining challenge of humankind, a challenge that America's Navy has always embraced with bravery, ingenuity, and honor. Sailors are tested and shaped by their Navy experiences, becoming better versions of themselves. To learn more, visit www.navy.com.
So Rocco Bricado comes in to pitch here in this game, and I think that's smart. You know, you can save Hernandez for another day. And Hernandez went 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 3 Ks, no walks. And so Bricado coming in here, it's no easy task here. You know, you've got this big lead, and not allowing Jackson to get back in this game at all is going to be the task for Bricado. And that ball is fouled out of play. No, it's in shallow. I'm sorry. Oh, heck of a play. There you go. By number 4, Kinzel. He hustled on that one. I thought that got out of play. I missed it. So the pop out on one pitch. That is good hustle by Kinzel. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's good baseball economics here for Bricado. That's got to be a confidence boost. Wilson, ball 1. Wilson doubled to the deep part of the park but was stranded at third base. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. Strike 1. That's way out of play. No chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a big cheer over there for the crowd. Love the Oak Grove folks showing up, supporting their squad. 2-2. Wilson goes down looking for the strikeout. Out number 2 brings up Owen Terry, the third baseman.
Number 5, Owen Terry.
Strike 1. I love Bricado coming out here and getting on the mound, throwing strikes. Fouled back out of play. It's so difficult. We saw that, and that's the thing. Being able to compete in and around the zone to where you're getting swing and miss or you're getting soft contact, fouling it off. That's the key here. One ball, 2 strikes here to Terry. Lays off. Good job. Good discipline there by Terry. 2-2. Overthrew that one a bit. 3-2. This is a big spot here for Bricado. Do you get the 1-2-3? And overthrows a bit for the 2-out walk to Terry. Kobe Engert now.
Number 10, Kobe Engert.
Strike on the inside corner. Bricado after the walk comes right back in the strike zone, competing. Misses a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's not the chair. It's the bench. We can fix that. So 2-1 to Engert. Ground ball to the second baseman, Reeves. Easy. So the walk, stranded. We're going to the bottom of 4th inning, 12-0 Oak Grove.
The Navy is an esteemed, smart force that pushes the boundaries of what is possible. We attract seekers of knowledge and adventure, who possess the bravery and commitment required to ensure the freedom of the United States of America. To learn more, visit www.navy.com.
All right, Engert back out for his second inning of work. I want to give a shout out. We missed it yesterday. I know I didn't, but we told him Jackson White. Jackson White is a young man going to the University of Missouri. He played baseball growing up, doing all that, studying at the University. I got to get his what he's doing because Jim told me a little bit earlier. But this young man has worked. He worked all day yesterday. He's back here today, sitting over there, watching the ball game here. He's taking care of the field, setting it up between each game, working hard. And, man, it was a warm one. It's going to be a warm one today. So shout out to Jackson White for working on the field today. And he'll be back, I'm sure, again tomorrow. So can't do it without them. The Blues out here, we appreciate them. It's a warm day. Can't do it without those guys, man. Can't do it without those guys. That's outside, ball one. Caden Gann looked like he's still gimping around a little bit from that shot he took from Woodson yesterday. Big gutting it out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Then he fouled one off his leg earlier in the first inning. 2-1. So it got a little bit of a hitch in his get along. We'll see if how that affects Oak Grove moving forward. Looks like they're going to. Misses in. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Gann. Three and two. Good pitch by Engert. Fell off the table. Strikeout swinging. Brings up Ford Greaves.
Number 10, Ford Greaves.
1 for 1 today. RBI and a single. Engert competing. Love this. Kids in the strike zone. Oh and 2. That's what the elbow guard is for right there, so you can chicken wing it. He didn't dive, but he didn't move. And that ball was in the batter's box, so 2-7, courtesy runner. So
Now batting, Rocky Mercado.
So Bricado coming in to hit as he came in for Logan Hernandez. So got a courtesy for the catcher. Misses low. Ingvelson coming in to spell Wheeler behind the plate, doing a nice job back there. Grounded foul to the backstop. Good hustle by Mr. Jordan there. Love to see the hustle. Short lead. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. That's a courtesy glance. Maybe a step off here or there. But he's not got a big lead at all. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded to, and past the outstretched arm of Lance Wilson for a 1-out single for Bricado. So Bricado's come in, pitched an inning. Now he's got a single.
Now batting number 7, Jordan Hall.
So first and second, Jordan Hall grounds to the third baseman, Terry, who steps on the bag, gets the lead runner. 2 outs.
Now batting number 9, Nick Reeves.
Go, Nick. Base hit. We need some runners.
So first and second again, Hall and Bricado on the bags. Reeves takes strike 1. Popped up, got in on his hands. Shortstop under it. Sparks makes the catch. So Oak Grove strands a pair. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. Score 12-0. Oak Grove, 8-4-11. Bricado back out. Nolan Seifert comes in for Sheldon Dean at third base. And we've got possibly a short game here, folks. It's 12-0. The Tribe's got to scratch 3 runs here to stay in this game here in the top of the 5th inning, as we got a 10-run rule after 5. So we'd like to thank you for joining us again. Youth Baseball Midwest is produced by Red Earth Productions, LLC. My crack crew over here, Lauren Klutz, our director, and bringing you all the camera shots. Hope you're enjoying the pictures. To our producer, engineer, Drew Klutz over there is bringing you all the information, the graphics. Appreciate those guys. My name is Brian French, executive producer for Red Earth Productions. We hope you are enjoying the production. Bricado starts off. Sparks leading off. Ball 1.
Sparks.
Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff Sparks here. Ground ball, foul. That is a flare that's going to get down and foul. 2-2. Good pitch. The off speed gets Sparks swinging. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Nate Ingvelson.
Number 19, Nathan Ingvelson.
And came in for Wheeler, the catcher. And that's fouled back out of play. Curveball. 0-2. Mercado doing a nice job competing in the zone. Fastball misses out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kind of overthrows on that glove side a little bit when he tries to pump that fastball up. Now that was a nice fastball lined at Kinzer, and he makes the catch. Woo! I don't know. He's holding his face. I think he's okay, though. But makes the catch for out number 2. That was a tough catch. Yeah, he's still hurting a little bit the way he fell. I don't know if he maybe hit his face on the ground. So that's why you got to be awake out there all times. This is the tough one. This is where the focus is really necessary. Oh, that's a nice job by Mercado. Kind of hung there. That's hard to do. And then threw a strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike here to Braden Holman. Was a DH, came in, played first base. Three balls and a strike. Wilkinson taking a moment to go out and talk to his hurler. So they are going to make a change with a 3-1 count. And the ball's going to, looks like Squires, the first baseman. We'll step aside a second. We'll be right back.
Another pitcher for post 379, Aiden Squires.
So Aiden Squires comes on. Mercado goes 1 2/3, no hits, 1 base on balls with 2 strikeouts. He leaves with a 3-1 count here. And I haven't seen Squires throw a pitch that's got to the glove without it bouncing. So we will see what happens here. That's ball 4. So it looks like maybe they're wanting to save some innings for Mercado. So the base on balls, though, brings up Caleb Nenninger.
Number 3, Caleb Nenninger.
And I don't know that you wanted to pitch to this guy right here. A little pop shallow, haul to it, makes the catch. And that is the ball game. So Oak Grove Squires comes in and gets the pop out. I don't know how much he's pitched in the past, but I think that's the position player coming in. That's the ball game. All right, folks. Game 1 under it. Oak Grove moves on. Jackson Tribe eliminated. We'll be back here at 1 o'clock for game number 2, second elimination game. Good job, Blue. And so we'll be back on interviews, all that going on. We'll get some player of the game interviews, and we'll get that out on social. But from Hidden Valley Park, Jim Moran Field, bye for now.